I don't know about you, but I've never felt like such a kid in a candy store. And I just want to spend all my money because I haven't felt this excited and inspired for such a long time. I describe myself as like a technical creative. I love like being creative and stuff like that. I don't necessarily think I'm good at it, but I just love self-expression and like doing lots of different things. I finally feel like I'm sat in a world where I had VO, if I had flow and things like that. If I had I can literally just, I mean, I could procrastinate for a long time, but I can do things that I've always wanted to do. Unfortunately, it just all costs a lot of money.
Yeah, compute.
The last time I felt like this was when when I was younger, I used to play in bands and stuff like that. But like used to buy all the stuff, like or at least wanted to buy all the stuff. It's like, oh, that can help me do this and that can help me do that. I'm not trying to use it to fill a hole. I'm trying to use it to fit like fulfill like these fantasies and just have fun with it. And I feel like we're there. And like, yeah, given the opportunity, I could spend an awful lot of money on all this
Maybe it
stuff.
is like the good old Flash days where you could like build anything for the web.
Yeah.
I'm actually not old enough to remember. Like, I definitely remember Flash on websites, but I never built using Flash, and it feels like that for me.
Yeah.
Just being inside of Cursor, as you by now know, I choose like the most default app and I stick with it. So I have Cursor and ChatGPT. That's it. I mean, I have other stuff, but I 99% of the time just use these basics. And I do feel the same way, the way you do. And as I told you earlier in our chat, I'm building this component library, and I feel a little bit of anxiety because AI is coming. And does it mean like my components that I'm building are not as valuable because it's becoming so much easier for people to just prompt something and build something, which is very powerful. But at the same time, I feel, and I share your excitement because I feel like, okay, with AI, I can build more and bigger and complex things that I could never build before. And now
Yeah.
I can like at least start with it, and I find myself getting lost completely in the making of these things and adding details. And yeah, you know, when an idea comes to my mind, I don't have to think how to write it, the
Yeah.
code for it. I just
Yeah.
think, oh, what if that could transition into that? And like,
Yeah.
just type it in.
Because I mean, we're talking about web stuff, but we both make videos, we both create things, and like it's not just that. Like, I like creating photos of myself. Like I've got a model trained on my face. I can just go and generate an image, and I use that for my thumbnail for yesterday's video, and it looks
Yeah,
all
I
right.
saw that. I was like, I know this guy, but I don't know this guy.
Nah, but to be fair though, like I think that you see me kind of face to face in the flesh,
Yeah.
and many like I remember someone sending me a tweet once or something, and they were like, "This guy is not this guy," and it's two photos of me, and it totally is, and like
Yeah.
no one really knows what you look like anyway, and you can look so different in so many different photos. So like I just use that to my advantage, but I just like. I've got some crazy photos of me just like as clowns and just doing weird stuff. And like,
Yeah.
anyway, I just feel like this creativity is unleashed and you don't have to worry about the tool is no longer in the way. You don't have to learn a tool to accomplish what's in your mind.
All right. So this is 2 years ago. This is 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
And we
Everyone was
were thinking
laughing. Like,
we thought that we'll never get there. But where are we now? Like actually. So the next video, this is bonkers. This is like unbelievable. Look at his hands, the movement, like
I mean, you have to
it's
remember these are
getting there.
choice shots. So
Of course.
I've seen some of them where it's just a bit yeah, dragons are disappearing and things like that. But
Yeah.
where are we now?
Well, 2 years ago, again, Will Smith. Today, here we are. And in 2 years, Hollywood might be actually in danger. Like
Yeah.
movie making. And it's like amazing time to be alive. As you said,
Mm,
we do make videos, and I'm coming from a video background. I actually owned a studio and like a small photo and video studio, and I know like cameras, like ins and
mm,
out of cameras, and I know how like difficult it can be, but it's very interesting, and my mind is still like very much in this video creation area. Like half of the videos that I watch, like the short videos that I watch, are like beautifully done, like creative videos on Instagram and whatnot. And I
mm,
always think about like ways that you could like showcase something, and with this tool, maybe not yet, but very soon you will be able to like your own promo video for a tool. It can be like a short, like 2 minute video that is like that feels like very high production, something that
mm,
companies had to spend potentially like millions on to get that, video, but now you can do it in an
mm.
afternoon.
I mean, like, we need to draw a line somewhere, because if a company is able to spend at one point spend millions and now they're doing it through this, I would argue that these tools are not right for those sorts of people. We go back to the
Yeah, yeah.
discussion we had about workforce, and like, if you're doing
Yes.
everything with AI, then there's no need to hire anyone, and then you're that's the downfall of society then. But I know what you're saying. Like, it's just an amazing time to be alive, you know.
It's that somebody without equipment
Hmm.
can produce these videos very soon.
Yeah, yeah,
And with how good these videos are, especially if you watch them with sound, that the lip syncing is so
yeah.
good. It makes me think like if we will do this in 2 years, or like, will
Mm,
we? Or will we? I don't know what it all means. It's becoming very fuzzy, because if that's the rate of progress from Will Smith to this, and we can already give all the links that we have in Notion to an AI tool and say, hey, make a podcast. Just use Google podcast tool, whatever it's called. Like, make a podcast with our voice, and then take our faces and
mm,
create this. What is the point of making this then in the first place? What is the point of consuming this? What does even time, like, how does it even matter? Like, who will consume this anyway, if it's
mm.
that easy to create and if it's that available? I'm not sure. Will we
Mm.
be all on the beach with our friends?
Well, I mean, this starts the age-old debate of like creativity, and in fact, it makes it more clear what I should apply AI to, and where I should be like, this needs my face. I don't want to. I want to be creating a podcast. I don't want to replace myself with an AI. You know, as much as it could, but I would put together a fun, like, creative advert or something like that with it. You know, I think we just need to be mindful that there needs to be a line. And how can you use AI creatively and interestingly, where we're just not rehashing the same old crap all the time? It's yeah.
Do you listen to any AI generated music?
No, but I wrote an album once of AI generated music, and it was very fun. No, I
Um,
would never do that. I would never do that.
I did listen. I still do actually listen to one short piece of music AI generated in my mother tongue, and it's like surprisingly good. It's surprisingly good. But the person who generated this, he took an old poem and he changed it a little bit, and then made like two variations of that with AI. And this, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not pretty good. It's actually good. But if everybody can generate this, I mean, everybody can write, but you don't just go out and read anything, right?
Face to face human interaction will become more and more important. I definitely think so. And as creatives, I just think that we will it will we'll know when our creativity is being removed from us, or you know, I still have that hunger to create, and this has just given me a leg up on my creativity.
I don't know if this is like the best example or not, honestly. I get the idea, but look, we are chatting through this medium. So in
Are
a
we?
way we are not
Are
in
we?
a way we are not face to face, in a way. This is not exactly like replacing real human connection. I still want to go out and meet people. And if you were close, we would maybe do this live and then go out and get a beer, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
don't know about that.
No,
I have been thinking we should totally try and organize like a live version of this as well. Like,
yeah,
Look,
definitely.
guys,
Yeah.
leave us some super chats. Subscribe to my Patreon, buy Kabaza's course, and we will make it happen. We'll make it happen in person, weekly things. But right now we can't justify it.
True. That would be awesome with actual beer.
This discussion was filmed as part of a larger discussion over on my new show, Command AI, which is we stream every single week. We try and do it on Friday, but it kind of changes from time to time. So tune in to us later this week.